Hey everyone, it's me, Mr. Cinema Junkie, and I'm here with a little combo video for you. I'm going to do a few quick reviews, quick as possible. I'm going to do an unpackaging, and I'm going to tell you about a little food experience that I had about a week or so ago. First, the reviews. As you know, I received a few movies in the mail, and over the last few days, I've been watching a few of the ones that I got, and I'd like to review some of those for you right now. Starting with The Nun. Uh, when it comes to nunsploitation movies, I have a soft spot for them. I like them, even if they're not real nuns in the movie. You know, like in Miss 45, she dressed as a nun and went out and killed a bunch of people. That was kind of cool. Um, there's just something about them. There's just something kind of mystical about nuns. Uh, they're the black gown, the whole. When there's a nun, you know there's either going to be some trouble or you've got someone on your side that you really need. But in this one, this nun is a real bitch. She's a real bitch, man. She's like jacking with these girls and doing some real evil shit to them and being really nasty and mean to them. And they she meets her demise during one of these little sessions that she has, and she becomes an entity that's going out and getting her revenge on the girls who caused her death. Uh, Overall, I have to say that it had some good scenes in it. It had some decent gore. Some of the effects were just, of course, very CGI, and it was done well as far as the technical aspects of the movie were concerned. Um, Scripting, it was a little weak. Storyline was a little typical and somewhat predictable in some essences. Um, it overall kind of left me with the feeling of, oh, you went there, really? Uh, but as down as I sound about it right now, I kind of sound like I sound like I'm about to throw this movie out. I'm not. I actually enjoy it for what it is. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd recommend it for a one-time watch. Give it a whirl. You might actually like it more, a little more than I did. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate the movie. Um, I just expected a little more from it. I guess it just looked. I don't know. I had my mind set on something, and it wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be. But overall, it was all right. Uh, best out of five, I give it three, two and a half, three, right around there. So yeah, if a friend invites you over and he's got pizza and wings and says, "Hey man, I'm gonna watch The Nun," don't be so turned off to it that you won't go over there and enjoy. At least enjoy a slice of pizza. But yeah, give it a look. Second was one that I've heard quite a few people rave about. It is Murder Party. And the description saying Napoleon Dynamite meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is pretty spot on. This guy is kind of like just a very dull, half-wit who finds an invitation to a Halloween party, and it's probably the biggest moment of his life. He probably doesn't get invited out to very many places. And he's excited. He decides he's going to take this invitation, go to this party. He's going to live it up a little bit. Um, and I love the scene where he opens up a box that says Halloween costume. He opens up the box and pulls out this big furry rat head and throws the rat head to the side and takes the box and winds up making that. He takes all this cardboard and makes a knight's outfit out of it, which to me was just watching him in this thing was just funny. It was hilarious. Um, there's like a few sight gags, a few silly deals here and there. Um, it says here terrifying and funny. It wasn't so much terrifying, but it had its moments of like gore and things like that, things of that nature. I think the guy, the protagonist in this, the guy that goes and tries to give these people money to see who can come up with the best kill and the best murder and stuff. he was the one that stole the show for me, just because he had this persona of just being very very snobbish, and that he had all this money to throw around, and he kept hanging it over everybody's heads. I'll give you $500,000 grant for your art, and so on and so forth. And he just has they give him some truth serum, and it turns out he doesn't really have 500,000. But that whole thing just it was hilarious to me. I hope I didn't spoil that. But anyways, the ending was a pretty good payoff. I liked the characters in it. Uh, another scene I liked was when this guy set himself on fire wearing a werewolf's mask. The whole thing melted to his head. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm glad I ordered it. I'm glad I got it. Um, I, I, I just don't think I got as much out of it as everybody else. Why? I don't know. Did I enjoy it? I definitely enjoyed it. Do I like it? I definitely like it. But I just feel like everybody else got more out of it. They thought it was just like the most hilarious thing, and I didn't find it that hilarious. Does that make sense? Okay. So 3 out of 5. I give it. I mean, 3 out of 5 doesn't really leave a whole lot of room there, does it? On a scale from 1 to 5, I give it about a 3.5. So yes, I do recommend it. Give it a shot if you haven't seen it. Murder Party, definitely check it out. And I saved the best for last. Out of the ones I've gotten and the ones I've watched so far, this one absolutely stole the show for me. It is Otis. I just really, really dug this one. I dug the characters in it so much. I have a right here for Ileana Douglas. I don't know what it is about her. Just those crazy eyes of hers. They hypnotize me. But basically, it's a story about this guy who is a serial killer. His victims, he dubs them Kim. They call him the Kim Killer, something like that. And it's all about him kidnapping the perfect girl and taking her to the prom. And there's a lot of like references to the 80s in here. The music that they play is all about the 80s. Every time he's a pizza delivery guy, and every time he delivers a pizza, it seems the price is always 1984. So kind of an odd amount for pizza. Um, as the movie progresses, you kind of find out why he calls these girls Kim, and why he has this big fantasy about being like the high school football hero, and so on and so forth. Um, Daniel Stern and what was his name? Kevin Pollak. They were also very good in this one. The son in it was kind of a smartass, but he comes together really nicely. But I saw a side of Ileana Douglas that I had never seen before. It was really cool watching her play this role, where they're torturing this guy that they believe is the person who kidnapped and supposedly raped their daughter, and they're just doing all sorts of wild shit to this guy. They're like electrocuting his asshole, and they're bashing him with everything they can find. And Ileana Douglas very gleefully says that maybe they could cut off his fingers and toes and blend it into a smoothie and make him drink it. And it was like, wow, man. It's just over the top black comedy. Um, but I would recommend, if you're going to see this, don't watch it like on a Netflix or an instant streaming kind of thing. Get a DVD, because the special features are very cool. They have an alternate ending to this movie in here that I thought was kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. Very, very, it smacked the finality for this movie. The ending that they went with that you see in here kind of leaves it open ended, which is okay. It's okay. Didn't have a problem with it so much. I just thought it was kind of, too quick. It was too, there it is, end. In the alternate ending, it drags out a bit, and it's a lot more dark and a little more morbid, and I thought it was really cool. It was really gripping. So definitely, if you get a chance to see this, see it on disc, and make sure you got the special features and stuff so you can see the alternate ending to it. This one I give a 4 out of 5, most definitely. a 4 out of 5. I liked it a lot. I really liked it a lot. The FBI agent in here was so inept, and he was just aggravating, but I guess that's what he was supposed to be. So, kudos to him for pulling off being an aggravating asshole FBI agent. This says not rated, so if you can get the unrated version, definitely check it out. Otis, 4 out of 5. Definitely recommend. And this, I believe, is going to be the last package from all the stuff I've ordered. Here it is. And by the label, I know this is from Zoverstock. So far, so good. They haven't let me down. They're just taking a little longer than usual. I'm used to getting like a 2-week wait. Now this was like almost a month. I'm almost sure what this one is. Yep, this is the one. Unrated, the impeachable version. The Tripper. Now, I had heard a lot about this movie over the past 4 to 6 months, and a few people told me it was really good. Other people told me it's an acquired taste. It looks like another thing, like kind of like Otis. It has kind of, you can tell by the characters that are in it. It's kind of like a dark comedy thing. This guy runs around in a president's mask and hacks people up. Sex, drugs, and Rockin' Ronnie. And it's a David Arquette film, so what do you expect? Yeah, he runs around in a Reagan, I believe a Reagan mask. Yeah, that looks like Reagan, doesn't it? Yeah. He chops people up. So, you go into this thing seeing a guy wearing a Ronald Reagan mask chopping people up. What do you expect from a movie like that? Are you expecting an Oscar contender? No. So I think I might actually enjoy this one quite a bit because I'm going into it not really expecting much. Okay, and right off the bat, the problem I see here is that they didn't put this disc all the way in. That's what the little tabs on the disc are for, to lock it into place. See? Little extra push, popped right through. Why don't you do that? You're coming all the way from the UK. You would want to be secure. Jerk face. But, little dust. No scratches, so that's cool. Luckily, it didn't come loose in the case. Shaking away, scratching the hell out of it. That would have sucked. So I'm definitely going to check this out. Once I do, I will do a review of this one as well. Looks promising. Has marijuana leaves on the back. So you got people, getting high. Ronald Reagan mask. A hatchet. Sounds like a formula for fun, right? Definitely going to check this out ASAP. And before I leave, I want to tell you about a little food experience I had. If any of you are subbed to Half the Mic, he talked about the Dorito Loco Taco. And he mentioned in there that I had told him about it. I read about it and I found out that he was a foodie. Loves food. Hey, go figure. That's great, I always like having common ground with people. The more common ground, the better. That means that if you ever meet in person, you'll have things in common. How great is that? So he's a foodie. He likes food. He likes to eat. Obviously, I like to eat. So, I saw that they were coming out with the Dorito Loco Taco, and I told him about it, and he was like, oh, yeah, I'll check it out when it comes out. Well, lo and behold, he did, and he gave his review on it, and he gave it a total thumbs up. I'll say this. If you like Doritos, and I don't know too many people who don't, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I guess it's the same price across the board no matter where you're at. $1.29 for the regular, $1.69 for the deluxe. Or the supreme, I mean, with the little dollop of sour cream and shit. My take on it is this. The taco meat is seasoned. They usually put seasoned taco meat in their crunchy tacos. So that kind of drowned out any Dorito flavor that I was getting. I think if I would have tried the shell by itself, I could have gauged it better and been like, okay, yeah, that does taste like a Dorito chip. But to me, it didn't taste like Doritos. It just tasted like tacos. The only thing I got from it that made me say, oh yeah, this is Doritos, were my fingers were staying so damn orange, I had to wash them 3 or 4 times just to get that crap off of me. So if you're going to go out and sneak on your friends and be like, let's go out and get some tacos, don't tell Bill. and you go out and get them, don't get the Doritos Loco, because you come back and you're going to rat yourself out with all that orange staining on you. You look like you robbed a bank or got mace sprayed on you and you're tagged for the police. It was okay, but I'd say give it a shot. If you like it, keep going back. If you don't like it, never do it again. It's $1.29. You're out of $1.29. Personally, I just prefer the regular old crunchy tacos, and as my sister affectionately calls them, crack tacos. That's a good phrase for them. It really is. Crack tacos. Uh, I'm down with those anytime. That's movie night for me right there. So, definitely. I like Taco Bell. The thing that kills me about Taco Bell is that when I mention Taco Bell, people go, ew, that's not real Mexican. Okay, I didn't say I wanted real Mexican food. You never heard me say, hey, let's go get some authentic Mexican food. I know a place, Taco Bell. I didn't say that. Taco Bell is what it is. It's crappy food, and they make crappy food taste really good. So, there you go. So the Doritos Loco Taco, I don't think I'll ever be getting it again unless, somebody buys it for me and say, hey man, I got you a couple tacos. I'm not going to turn them away. Come on, free tacos. Shoot, tacos rule. So, yeah, definitely give that a shot. So there you go, man. That's my combo video for you guys. Little food review, movie review, and an unpackaging all in one neat little package for you. I don't know what all that is, but okay. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Comment, rate, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, that voodoo that you do so well. Take care, and I will be talking to you all real soon. Behave, be nice, be good.